This is one thing I wanted to bust out real fast while I had a little break in the rain. This is my the Maxxair roof vent. I've seen some people do is build a little wooden frame for it. What that'll allow is that when you drill the screws through your roof, instead of just sticking out of the metal, they'll be able to go into the piece of wood. It will add a little bit of extra security and stability. One problem I hear a lot of people talking about is when they're screwing in to the metal through these little plastic holes, is it crack a lot. So I'm hoping that giving it a nice broad surface to suck onto will help prevent cracking. Sunday is fan day. Got our Maxxair fan going in, the classic. Sagel's working on attempting to create a shavings catcher. She's not doing too hot, but hey, we believe in her. All right, I got my square, put some tape on top of it.
So to give you guys a little bit more info about what I'm doing, I have a step bit drill here that's designed for metal. It's still pretty difficult to get through the roof, but once it's in there you can see it slides through. The idea is to get those corner holes to a size that the blade on my jigsaw can fit through, and then just follow the lines around.
All right, got the holes drilled. I'll get the jigsaw. All right, got my jigsaw with the special fine tooth blade made for thin metals. I bought a couple of these just in case they wear out. I found that they say they're supposed to last a long time, but they really don't. Try to create a little trap here, but I think it's gonna knock it down anyway, so I'll just use that to suck up the metal later.
I put tape on the bottom of the jigsaw like you see there because it keeps the metal from scratching the metal on the roof. All the tape around the outsides kind of for that same purpose. It keeps the lines clean. And then also you can see I kind of made a wall there of tape. What that does is it basically tries to trap as much of the metal shavings that go flying off as possible. Those metal shavings are really annoying. There's really no way to keep them all under control. But if you don't vacuum them or wash them off immediately, they will turn into little bits of rust and kind of rust all over the top of your van. So you have to be really careful. Even after vacuuming and washing it, I still will find little spots of rust from them. So you just have to be careful. I've got the tape there on either side. The idea for that is that when it does cut through, it'll keep the piece from dropping in and piercing the bag, because we do have a trash bag under there that's picking up all the metal shavings dropping through the roof. So that's kind of what that's for. Next, I take the metal file and I just work my way around the edge, making it a little bit smooth and trying to get off some of those sharp, jagged corners. Using the jigsaw to do a little extra cutting just to make sure everything's the right size. But it's important that you smooth out those edges because it'll help a lot when you're going to paint it closed again. You can see here I'm starting to prime it with Rust-Oleum metal primer that I had. Same spray paint that I used to kind of fix up the scrapes that were on the top of the car to begin with. So I spray that on, let it sit for a while, and then use the Rust-Oleum white enamel to cover up on top of that. And it turns out matching the van pretty much. You can't tell the difference between the two. So it turned out really well.
Sajal is beetle taping. This is wasteful. What did you do with that?
I'm gonna use it.
Oh my gosh. Sajal's wasting my beetle tape.
It's stuck together.
Getting our flange covered while the sealant dries. And look at there. The storm is dissipating. I knew it. I was never afraid. Oh, I just saw a raindrop actually.
Wait, did you?
Yeah.
Can you cover the...
It's all good.
You gonna take the umbrella up there?
We got life-proof floor.
Got that wood in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go put an umbrella in the hole. So now we're gonna put our flange on. Sure. Hi. Put our flange on and make sure everything fits into place. Let's see. Sides. Boom, like that. So hold the flange in with a little bit of marine adhesive. This is 5200 marine adhesive. Stuff goes nowhere once it's stuck in. That should be fine. All right, I've got it lightly clamped down. This is actually the piece of wood that's going to be on the underside, but I'm just using it here right now. All right, so got the flange in. With the butyl tape underneath, it fits. Sajal's underneath with some our wooden block. All right, so you can fit it up in there, Sajal. Does it fit? Okay. We want it to fit. Is it snug? The snuggle buggle? Okay. I'll just clamp it. Gonna do some pre-drill, and then gonna screw it down. Oh man, it's not easy working on the roof.
I'm pre-drilling the holes here. I'm going straight through the rubber seal that I bought off eBay. Everyone kind of recommended to get this because it helps kind of perfectly fit the contour and the dents in the roof, and I gotta say it was well worth it. It did make everything really easy, and it fit on there really nicely. So once I have the holes pre-drilled down through that and into the wood, I pop out my the screws that came with the drill, and just start partially drilling them all the way. I'm not going full force with this drill because I don't want to crack the plastic. So once I go around and put them all in, I follow up with just a screwdriver and just kind of tighten it by hand to the point where I think it's nice and secure. What you didn't see, because it was actually so hot on the roof, my camera overheated, was that between the plastic of the frame and the gasket is where I put all the butyl tape. So that butyl tape right now is getting squeezed between the grommet, or the seal, and the plastic. So it's creating a really nice, tight, waterproof seal.
Okay, so lap sealant. This guy, he's the guy. Mr. Lap himself. Cut him off here. Boom. Oh man, it's gonna rain. Storm came back, guys. Let's fight against the clock. I don't think I should do this before it rains.
You ready to cover it up?
Oh, no, I'm going for it. Careful. Careful. Okay. Wires coming in. Oh, good. I got tons of people.
Wait.
Our little holes there. I can't see the. It's not lining up. Not going through all the way, so I need to go underneath to figure out what's wrong. It's probably the wood block, I bet.
So we couldn't get the lines matched up on the top, so we're trying to clamp the fan down so the holes match up so we can screw the fan in.
I watched so many videos of people doing this and no one had this problem. No one but Florida Van.
Well, things are harder for the Florida van.
Let me go check.
Got them in. I got them in finally. I think it's just like a fresh gasket and it really has to be compressed down. So I'll show you what I did down below in case you have the same problem. I took off the little bug vent and I just went and I clamped it from two solid pieces to my wood. That sucked it in enough to get those screws in. So it's done. We just gotta wire it and see if it works.